Hi, everybody. It's Tara, and I'm here with Ellis Chan, who is one of our registered psychologists at Sojourn Psychology. And we always enjoy having Ellis join us and share his wisdom. So, Ellis, what do you have on your mind these days?
Yeah, well, I think if you've worked with me in the past, or if you might have talked to me at some point, I do a lot of cognitive behavioral therapy. But I thought there was one really awesome example that sort of like helped really define it. We often talk about CBT as how our thoughts affect our resulting emotions and behaviors, and then how we feel. But I kind of like this example. It's one I've been using and I've sort of found personally relevant. It follows an ABCD linear sort of pathway, and it's kind of simple. So it's something that you could do on your own, in trying to challenge your worry thoughts or anger thoughts or anything that might be eating at you, something that might be something troubling emotional wise for you. So ABCD stands, it's an acronym, and it stands for A is for anteceding event, B is your belief about that event, C is your consequence, so maybe the emotions as a result of that, and then D is for dispute. So I'll give you an example, one that's been sort of eating at me recently. I've been having nightmares for whatever reason. I usually don't. As an adult, I've long moved on from that nightmares regularly in my sleep. But I've had this one that comes every now and then. It's a horrible nightmare with a roller coaster and my family and the roller coaster, the safety harness opening up, and it's very distinctive because I can remember in my nightmare I can see the ground and my family member falling out, and it's obviously I think it evokes a lot of emotions, very strong ones. Maybe fear, sorrow, despair, horror, whatever it is. Okay. Now, what's interesting about this is that it's obviously not real to me. It's a nightmare. It's a dream. And I can tell you that as someone who's really into scary movies, horror movies, that kind of stuff, like I'm very aware like that this is just a thought. But what's sort of interesting is how that thought affects me. So we talk about that our thoughts affect our feelings and our behaviors and so on. But what I can see here is that even though I know it's just a thought, if I'm ruminating over that dream in the like it's broad daylight, I know it's just a nightmare, it's nothing real, but it actually makes me feel terrible. It makes me feel awful. I feel panicky. I want to check up on the safety of my family. I'm worried. All of those things happen even though I'm aware that it's not a real scenario. It's not something that actually happened. So I'll break that down how we do that ABCD over here. So A is the anteceding event. So the anteceding event is the thing that sort of started everything. That would be me visualizing the roller coaster. This is actually the red one at West End Mall. It's the roller coaster safety harness popping open, and then I can see us falling out. B is the belief of what I think about this anteceding event. So in my belief, it's someone's perished, something awful has happened to them, they're gone, something terrible has happened. The consequence is that emotionally I feel awful. So despair, anxiety, sadness, it manifests in me in a couple different ways. Thought pattern wise, I think sad thoughts, like that family member is gone. Body wise, physiologically, I feel a great weight on my chest when I'm sad, and when I'm anxious, I feel a lot of tenseness, especially my shoulder, my neck area. Behavior wise, when I'm sad or terrified, I tend to kind of close off to the world and sink into my own thoughts, even though reaching out to others might actually help me feel better. And the last one is other kind of emotions. Typically, in this one, I might feel sad, but I also feel anxiety as well. So those are all kind of resulting symptoms as a result of my beliefs of this anteceding event. So then the last one, D, A, B, C, D, D is the dispute. So dispute is where I'm going to try to challenge this. Is this a helpful thought or a not helpful thought? Sometimes these worry thoughts are helpful. It might help you keep safe. I know that we've had freezing rain this week, so driving a little bit slower, braking earlier, that can be good. And sometimes they're not helpful, like this one. I don't go on roller coasters normally. On top of the fact that I've moved on as an adult and generally grown out of nightmares, I've also grown out of roller coasters because I don't really like them anymore. And so the dispute might be that this thought is just a dream. This thought, thinking about this thought will make me feel bad, even though I know it's just a dream and not real. So the dispute might be that maybe I should disrupt my thoughts, and then whatever cognitive strategies I can come up with to help push those thoughts out of my mind, I might use next. But first I need to actually dispute it to recognize this is not helpful behavior to be thinking about this dream, because all it's doing is making me feel awful.
Yeah, I love that. That's a really great acronym. So it's almost like we take the ABCs to court and we dispute them, and we're going to put them on the chair, and we're going to consider all these different things and really allow our brain and our body, our emotions, our thinking to have this conversation. Sounds really usable.
Yeah, I think so too. Tara, I'm laughing a little bit because when you said put them on the chair, I've been thinking a lot about chairs because of all the at-home work we're doing right now, and I've been very interested in chairs. But yes, it is about putting it on the chair, disputing it, recognizing is this something helpful or not helpful, and then challenging it then if it's not helpful.
So now you have another, you can do the ABCD about whatever chair problem you're having, and then you'll come up with your solution.
Good, yes.
Awesome. Okay, thanks so much, Ellis. This is a really helpful one. This is one to maybe watch a couple times or save in your I don't know, save history. I don't know what you call that. But thank you so much, Ellis. And we will definitely talk more to Ellis down the road.
Sounds good. You take care, Tara.
Bye.